Hello everyone. Heartland has come back yet with another great episode. The second episode of the show's newest season aired on CBC last night. The episode was titled Changes. It was truly about changes in a person's life and how one should be courageous to face those changes. We saw great interactions between Jack and Katie, Lyndy and her family, and Amy and Logan. Let's talk about them one by one. Besides changes, one of the other main themes of the episode was finding one's true home. We saw Katie struggling to find where she belongs. This surfaced when Jack found a lonely calf in the middle of the road, abandoned by his mother. While Jack and Katie were bottle feeding the calf, Jack reminded her how much she was missed when she was in Vancouver to see her father. Katie responded by saying she doesn't feel like she belongs in Vancouver and neither does she in Heartland. When Jack suggested Katie find herself some hobbies like jumping, Katie was offended. She thought Jack wanted her to be more like Georgie, who was excellent at jumping. Later in the episode, we saw Jack talking about his deceased wife, Lyndy, and saying she had also felt lost at the beginning. Lyndy had also struggled to find her home, but in the end, she decided Heartland was where she belonged. Then Katie got interested in getting to know her grandparent Lyndy, going through her stuff to get an idea of her. But Jack gave Katie Lyndy's old notebooks where she had written her poems, thoughts, and songs. When Katie read what was written in the notebook, she felt at peace because in the poem, Lyndy was talking about looking out the window and seeing someone, who was probably Jack. Seeing Jack out the window made Lyndy decide that Heartland was her home. So we believe that reading this made Katie realize that home is where one's loved ones are. All she needed to find out was to see that she wasn't the only person who felt lost in Heartland. And she easily understood that Heartland was her true home because everyone there loved and appreciated her. If we turn to the idea of changes, we'll see that the two characters in this episode struggled with facing changes in their lives. The first one was Lyndy, Amy's daughter. We saw Lyndy throwing her graduation gown into the trash, and at first we thought she was still having problems with her friends being jealous of her. But later, when the calf was about to be taken to a mother cow, Lyndy didn't want to let her go. Right then, Amy gave her a beautiful speech about changes because she realized Lyndy was scared of graduating, and that's why she had thrown her graduation dress in the garbage. Amy talked about how changes are both scary and exciting, and if someone doesn't want to go through a change just because they are afraid, they will lose out on so many exciting experiences. So one must be brave. That's what Lyndy did at the end. She acted bravely and put on her graduation dress at the ceremony. Luckily, the speech Amy gave was also heard by Logan, who had problems with Amy throughout the first half of the episode. He was angry at Amy for leaving the center, and he was also mad because she was working with Peyton, whose mom had accused young people at the center of being criminals. We also learned that Logan had only one final left and refused to take it. After talking to Katie, Logan realized that Amy doesn't hold a grudge against people, and she doesn't punish an animal just because their owners are terrible. He apologized to Amy and continued working with her. After hearing Amy's speech to Lyndy, Logan might have realized that, just like Lyndy, he was afraid of graduating because graduation meant a significant life change. He too acted bravely and took his final exam, which he then passed. Overall, this episode was about two things: accepting that changes are a big part of a person's life and realizing that feeling lost for some time is normal and is something most people go through. Did you like the episode? Do you think this season is better than the last one? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you soon.